Hello everyone, how you doing, what's new and how you been? And welcome to my new video. Today we will build a Shino house together and we will also visit several treasure islands. So prepare some tea or coffee depending on what time of your day you have now, maybe some snacks because we are starting right now. And by the way, I don't really understand what they're doing and what's going on. Why they was running with the sticks, it's like a celebration of who runs the most or who has a bigger stick. In general, I'm glad that I'm not part of it, so let's continue. So we started with moving all the items that you have in your inventory, we put them all away, all of them. And we did it so that you would have more space to collect items on a treasure island. The next step was to find the dodo code to fly the treasure island. If you don't know how to do this, then you can find Treasure Island, for example, on YouTube in the live stream. There are also free codes, so you don't have to pay anything except for a subscription to Nintendo to access the internet. And you can also buy a subscription to fly to a treasure island. I'm using the second option only because I don't like it when, for example, 8 players fly to this island with you. And instead of just collecting items that you like, you are constantly waiting for the loading screen. As you may have noticed, I have already moved to 2 islands, only because something went wrong on the last one and the data transmission stopped. So to speak, they just throw me back to my island. But fortunately for me, all those items that I had already collected remain me with me. On Treasure Island, I always start in the very end on the map to move the beginning while you collect the items you like. All the items that I collect, I always think about them, where to put them and where they would be useful to me. But in fact, I won't need most of the items that I collected, because I just imagine that this is what I need. And often I only pick it up like kinds of button flowers, bonsai, stone chairs and objects from cherry blossom season collection, because I often use them in my constructions. I also collect lamps and some objects that can attribute it to the Asian style. Right now, I only focus on items that I will be needed to equip my island, and most likely, at the very end, I will already start collecting items for the construction inside my house. And it seems like our inventory became full, so we just casually running back to drop them off and maybe come back, maybe not. So let's just do it. No way. Are you kidding me? Is that what I think it is? I'm sad. No. It means all the items what we just collected, they deleted, disappeared. I was actually very upset, so I finished playing maybe for a little bit to calm down, take a walk with my dog, cook a dinner, watch a movie, go to work, clean the house, build a career, raise a children, buy a house, go to travel and finishing my life peacefully. So yeah, I was very upset. Just imagine you are on Treasure Island for about 30 minutes, collecting everything you need, thinking about where you would need it. Then, when you realize that your inventory is already filled and you are just about to leave the island, this message popped, arrives to you. I didn't even understand what happened, what went wrong. This game is just mocking me. I was so close to fly away from Treasure Island, but apparently it's not my fate. Okay, let's just move on. No, seriously, even after I finished this video and I'm editing it now, I felt sad again. So if you are wondering what we are building right now and where we are at all, this is a Shino House. We already built a trail and move on of decorating the backyard. You can see this corner of the house I'm working on right now. So, absolutely nothing could fit in this corner, nothing at all. Everything that I decided to build there was hopeless. I do not know what size this corner has, but apparently all the objects are much larger than this corner. So I suffered for about an hour on this construction, so at least I wish I could fit something in this little corner. And in the fact, this part of the island that we are currently working on, I built very first. This is part of the island was one of the first that I started building. So I can change anything now with this part of the island to somehow accommodate any objects. And the following part of the video you will also see how I was trying to put something somewhere. For Shino House, I was thinking of building something like girly girl style because she identified herself as a pop star singer, model, designer, producer, iconizer, and maybe something more. So I decided that the combination of white and pink was just right for her outdoor patio. So in the corner where we're trying to put something up, I put a surfboard, a swimming circle, coconut drink, and I also put a bike. Maybe she rides a bike, who knows? And I added a simple party lights for the atmosphere as well. Then we continue with supplanting bamboo, put a cute sofa so she could drink a tea, for example, and come up with a new song maybe that no one interested in, let's be honest. I also planted purple flowers that I had previously used only in pink. Maybe she is also a gardener, who knows? And I added lamps in the form of the same flowers as well. Then I added, I don't even know how to say that in English, but it looked like a construction with the flowers. I also added a picnic blanket so that she can probably eat a kebab with the meat of the deers, who knows, and watch the beautiful view of the ocean. After my last visit to Treasure Island, I certainly didn't want to return, but unfortunately I had to, because I was missing some items. And now you can see how I start with a selection of potted plants and flower beds. Of course, I picked up some bonsai as well. How without that in an Asian island? And I need these party lights because I put them absolutely everywhere. Then we had a quick run and I saw what might be interesting for us. As a result, we picked up a few things that we might need for our island and went home. While we're running back and forth and trying to find the right items for us, let's figure out why treasure islands are needed at all and who needs them. In my opinion, treasure islands are needed for those who are tired of crafting a lot of materials on the island. Then they have to wait and find instruction on the ocean in a bottle, or when your island villager offers them to you. It takes a very long time. Plus, it may turn out that maybe you already know this instruction, or if the instruction what you need, you only can get them during the season for some holiday. I think the best thing about Treasure Island is variety. For example, on one island you can find only clothes, on another, only instruction and materials for them. In the third, all items for the house or island decoration. And you can even find the villagers there that you need. Of course, I'm not begging anyone to use this method of playing, just giving my personal opinion on why I use Treasure Island. If you are tired of constantly mining new structures and items, as well as crafting a huge amount of resources for this, then perhaps Treasure Island will be a good choice for you, especially since you can find them for free as well. We already returned from the third island or the fourth, I don't remember exactly, but most likely there were quite a lot of them. I just want to say that the last island also disappointed me, because it threw me off as a server again. I don't really understand what the problem is, because my internet is good and there don't seem any problems. But I know that I'm not only one on facing that. So we can write down as a minus in Treasure Island, which is you can be thrown out any moment. Well, how are you doing? And did you like the soundtrack of the previous segment of the video? Or segment? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I think these give a vibes of Game of Thrones. Well, as I told you before, I was kicked out of the server. Not because I did something wrong or something bad, it was just my fate, how usually. And we just continue to build the backyard of Shino House. I already played some well. It's not like well. It's a well. I do not know why, but maybe they don't have enough drinking water, so she need a well. I also added bamboo in a basket, maybe she likes to snack on bamboo some lonely evenings. I also added a black rabbit, maybe it's her pet, and remember how I told you about the little corner at the beginning of the video? I'm currently working on another corner of her backyard, and I realized that I can't fit anything in there either. And as usual, I didn't like how it turned out in the end. It's already like a habit, so I'm redoing it. We put a cherry blossom flower, added a wheat field, redid the picnic area and moved the bike to another place. We also added a vinyl record in the form of Lily, so that she could listen to music and enjoy her beautiful life. So eventually that's how it's all turned out. Thank you for watching this video and being with me, and see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye!